watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Tony, welcome to Gov.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead Radio Show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Remember, because what you hears today, you got to tell the birthed tomorrow. I'm looking behind us now, across the count of time, down the long hall, into history back. I sees the end, what with a start. Christ! And somebody did come.
here, I've met a lot of different people. This one right here used to headline Chuckles and Eastside and all these clubs. If you remember Claudia Sherman, Google her, she used to come out with a wedding dress and talk about how her wedding went all awry and this and that. She is here, when a comedian comes to see another comedian, that is the biggest honor a comedian can get. And I'm honored that you're here tonight. I love Claudia. Claudia Sherman, back in the day, was a great stand-up comic. We used to do all the clubs around the tri-state area. Long Island, New Jersey, Connecticut, all the clubs. Governors in Levittown. It's going to be a phenomenal night at Governors in Levittown.
Hi, I'm Claudia. I'm with the Down Now.
It's called the Down and House, and she's doing a show in the Giggle Room. When are you doing that? October 5th. Governors in Levittown. Go to govs.com for your tickets.
With the Down Now.
A lot of great comedians, a lot of laughter, good food. Governors in Levittown, get your tickets now. govs.com.
Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. People stop and staring. I can't see their faces, only the shadows of their eyes. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain, going where the weather suits my clothes, backing up at the northeast winds and sailing on summer breeze, skipping over the ocean like a stone. Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. I won't let you leave my love behind.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the Knockem Day Comedy Show. I am not ready yet. I'm getting there. Bear with me. Bear with me. Welcome to the Knockem Day Comedy Show. Hope everybody's well this morning. I'm going to get that phone number off my face. Hope everybody's well this morning. Welcome to the Knockem Day Comedy Show. Yeah, I'm just making a mess here. Let me move. Yeah, I am just not ready. Technical issues, as always. Very frustrating. It's a Monday for sure. What do I got going on? All right, I'm moving this. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm just about there. Well, not for the weekend, but okay. That looks better. Okay, pretty much. Thanks for joining us today, and I'm still doing this stuff over here. Let's see, where were we? I'll go right there. Hope everybody had a good weekend. The Knockem Dead Comedy Show, we are coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. And we are on Gov's Comedy Club podcast, the YouTube channel, the Facebook channel. If you'd like to stay on the Facebook feed, that's fine. We appreciate it. If you'd like to participate in the show today and hit us up with your comments and want to hear your name said, and you just want to say hello, please do so on the YouTube feed. That is where we monitor the comments. That is on the YouTube feed. We ask that you guys please share the show on all your social medias. We ask that you tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club podcast, because we do have a lot of great shows. We really do. We had Coffee with the Dog this morning. We have Treading Water this afternoon. We have Steve Squared later on today. We have a bonus episode of Donversations tonight. We have Steve Squared. Did I say Steve Squared? I think I did. We have all sorts of great shows. Hershey and the Keegs. We have Let Them Cook, a superhero podcast. We have Primal Scream with Nick Greystone. We have My True Crime Obsession. Lots of great stuff here on Gov's Comedy Club podcast. We have Live from the Green Room, which we did one this past Friday. Hope you enjoyed it. It was it was an unplanned one, and it was a little bit of a crazy one, but we still had a good time. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's see. Don't mind me. I'm just getting myself all set up here. Let's see. Oh, there's a bunch of comments. John Rusiello says, good morning. Mickey Delaney says, hello. Okay, let me add my usual stuff. Subscribe, share, comment. I'll just leave it at that today. Okay, there we go. All right. I think we're all set now. Thanks for joining us, everybody. All right, we got a lot going. So it's 11:15. All right, I guess I'll get right into this. Did everybody have a good weekend? You guys are good? I had a good weekend. Let's see. This weekend, oh, okay. I don't know if I have any of that. So I want to congratulate our pal Elio Pace. As you guys know, I was pushing it all weekend. Elio Pace had his show broadcast on BBC Sounds. The BBC Sounds. Having your show played on BBC Sounds is like the equivalent of having your show. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just okay. All right. Sorry, just still having some. Just trying to get myself settled here. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear any of that, but okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just like I've been telling you. it's been absolutely crazy around here trying to get certain things done. And all right, I'm taking care of this last piece of business, and I should be completely good to go at that point. All right, so let me do this. Let me do that. My apologies again. All right, and I'm going to do this. And then I should be all yours, and I should be good to go. Finally. All right. So, Vicky said she liked that rendition by Elio. Yes, thank you, Vicky. It is. It was a very good rendition of Elio. Doing a great classic song. Everybody's talking. Yeah, congratulations to Elio. He had his show on BBC Sound. So that's BBC Sounds. It's just audio. It's like a radio station, but it's a big deal over there. Over there in England, they don't have 1 million radio stations like we do. They don't have 1 million TV stations like we do. So to have his show played on BBC Sounds is kind of like the equivalent of having like your own HBO special. It's a pretty big deal. And I hope you guys listened. If you didn't listen, it is still available on the BBC Sounds website. It's available through, I believe, the end of August. 30 days, to be exact. So head on over to BBC Sounds and search around, and you'll find it. It's a great 2-hour show. There's an interview with Elio in the middle. It's a good little sample of how, of what you would get if you went to see Elio's Billy Joel Songbook show. Elio, the reason I didn't play a Billy Joel song of Elio a few minutes ago, because in November, Elio is doing some shows where he's playing some of his originals and some different covers, not just Billy Joel stuff, which is very exciting. Very happy for him. He hasn't done one of his own shows in quite a few years, and I think it's 4 shows he's doing so far, and they're selling very well. So very excited for our guy Elio. He's been paying his dues for a long time, just like I have. And he's right around the same shortly after we became friends, he decided to push this Billy Joel songbook, and it was very similar to my path, playing small theaters, I think the very first show was only 50 people. Now he's doing, 3,000-seat theaters, and he's expanding the show all over Europe and beyond. So, very happy for him. Please go check out the show. He can use the support because it's very cool to have his show on BBC Sounds. And I mentioned Coffee with the Dog this morning. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoy the show. However, I don't really enjoy this.
So if it looks like I'm naked, close. We were playing a gig.
Yeah, that's all I need to. I can't take any more of that. That was Matt Nappo, the host of Coffee with the Dog every morning at 9 a.m. here on Govs. I'm very grateful the camera didn't pan down. What we did see there was more than enough. So I just wanted to mention that. Okay, now this next thing I wanted to talk about. We got some things to do this morning. We got some things to talk about this morning. I just want to get some quick stuff out of the way. I'm going to show you another video. And speaking of Elio, 2 weeks from today, I'm out of here. 2 weeks from today, hopping on a flight, heading over to England, spending 5 days with Elio and Amy and Marcella and some other family and friends that I've met in England through Elio, and it's going to be wonderful. It's Lisa's first time going to England. It's Zach's first time going to England. Sammy's first time going to England. So I'm very excited to take them with me and have our families just hang out. Nobody's got any shows. Nobody's got anything. I'm sure I'll be taking video that, to show you guys. But but just 5 days. We're going to do 2.5 days of touring around London, then 2.5 days of just relaxing at Elio's house. Really just can't wait for that. So, but all right. So, but when we get back, the week that we get back, so you guys know every Thursday we bring in a musical guest here. This Thursday, by the way, is Ed Ryan. If you don't know Ed Ryan, you should know Ed Ryan. If you're on Long Island like us, you do know Ed Ryan. He was he made a big name for himself on the local scene years ago in comedy, and then he kind of switched gears and and changed over to the music scene, where he's a very big name on the Long Island music scene. He's in a band called AM/FM Time Machine. We just saw them last week. They were great. He does his own original material. He does his own acoustic stuff. He's in a David Bowie tribute band. I don't think he's doing it anymore, but he was doing a Tom Petty thing. The guy's just all over the place. When Tom Sanfilippo's in here, and he talks about the annual Bangladesh concerts that he does with 100 Stories, Ed Ryan is always a part of that. He's played with my brother quite a bit. So that's this week. And he's nuts. So we're going to have some fun with Ed. But the week after we get back from England, we start the show back up. That Thursday, Joe DeJiu will be here with me and Frank. Very excited. And the timing is perfect because, as you know, Joe plays with Mike Del Giudice. Mike Del Giudice, for those of you who don't know, is in Billy Joel's band. But Mike, of course, also has his own stuff. And Joe DeJiu is in Mike Del Giudice's band when he's doing his own stuff.
And I'm just so grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get him up, and we're going to drag him up here and give you a little something. Ladies and gentlemen, none other than Mr. Billy Joel is with us tonight.
So this is a Mike Del Giudice show from a week ago. So our pal Joe got to play with Billy Joel.
Just gonna give you feedback with the hat like that. Who starts this?
I think somewhere you see Joe in this, unless I missed him already. There he is. So that was Joe there. So I don't know if you guys can hear me over that audio, but our pal Joe DeJiu, who plays in Mike Del Giudice's band, Mike Del Giudice, who plays in Billy Joel's band, Mike was doing one of his shows, one of his own shows. It was a private charity event, and Billy showed up and played with the band. So our pal Joe got to play with Billy, and there's no doubt in my mind he's very excited about it. And looky here, there you go. There's Joe and Billy right there. Joe must have been out of his mind excited. See, look, I'll attach my shoulder to Joe so it matches up. See that? Wrong shoulder. Hi, Billy. It's me, Joe. Hi. And Billy's saying, "Get the hell away from me." No, I'm kidding. So very happy for you, Joe, and looking forward to hearing all about that in a couple of weeks when Joe is here with us. So, yeah, so that was that. So let's see. All right, I mentioned Joe and Billy. I mentioned Elio's show on the radio. Okay. I did Matt Napo's video. Speaking of Matt Napo, we're going to turn over to baseball for a minute. Matt Napo told me. So I've told this story on here a few times. For all you Met fans out there, but back in the '80s, there was a player on the New York Mets. He was, there in '86 when they won the World Series. Howard Johnson. Hi, Paula. Hope you're well. So there was a player on the New York Mets in '86 in the late '80s. His name was Howard Johnson. Hojo, of course, was his nickname. Great player. He went on to be a batting coach for the Mets for several years, later on. Just one of New York's favorite Mets. The New York fans just love this man. So I've told the story before. I think it was 87. So my brother and I and our brother of another mother, Rob Seyfarth, we used to go to Met games all the time. Back then, we had money to waste, and we didn't have any responsibilities and no damn kids. No, kidding. We had no responsibilities. We went to Met games all the time, and we always got there early, because it gets crowded, and we were never in a rush to leave because, again, it takes you like 3 hours to get out of there. So we would just hang out, and we'd just walk around, look for stuff that would catch our eye, whether it's watching Kindness Corner or seeing, what celebrities are there and coming out of the VIP exits, or watching the players come out, or watching a news report, or just, maybe getting a bite to eat and just sitting there making fun of people as they walk by. So one day we were watching the players come out, and I was a disturbed young man. I did a lot of stupid things. And one of the stupid things I did was we were watching the players come out, and Howard Johnson came out. And everybody's, trying to get to him and get an autograph, get a, whatever. And he comes driving through, and I want to say it was a Mazda, but I'm not sure. It was some kind of sports car. And he drives through, and I don't know what I was thinking. I don't really think much to this day. But as he drove by, I jumped towards the car. I actually landed on the back of his car. And as I rolled off, I bent his antenna. And I rolled off his car, and I fall on the ground. I was totally fine, and I wasn't even concerned with whether I was fine or not, because I knew I had bent his antenna, and that's all I could think about was, oh, shit, I just bent Howard Johnson's antenna. What the? I thought, I was going to get arrested. I didn't know what was going to go on. So I stand up. He looks at me. Goes, what the fuck? And he stops him. He actually stops himself from cursing completely. He just goes, what the fuck? And I'm just standing there like deer in the headlights. And now people are running towards him because he's out of the car. And he puts his hands up. He goes, no! Just like that. Everybody. It was like an invisible wall. Everybody just stopped dead in their tracks as they're running to him. He walks over. He tries to fix the antenna. Didn't really. He kind of bent it back, but it was still kind of. And he just kind of gives me one of these. He gets in his car and floors it and takes off through the Shea Stadium parking lot. So like I said, I've told the story before in here on this show. So last week, Matt Napo, I was talking to Matt, and he tells me that he had a conversation with Howard Johnson about this. And I was like, excuse me? Meanwhile, I'm working on getting Howard Johnson in here. I have a loose connection to him, so I'm hoping, well, when I say in here, probably Zoom, but how cool would it be if he actually came in? But, yeah, so I'm still hoping to get him in here. But I'm like, Matt, you had a conversation about it? And he goes, well, yeah. He goes, on Twitter. He goes, I heard your story. He goes, so I brought it up on Twitter. He goes, I think he remembers it. I was like, what? And that was all Matt told me. Matt's a mysterious dude. I think he's killed people. It says private name. I'm going to take a chance and answer this. Yeah, I'm going to take a chance and answer this. Let's see what happens here. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hi. Just enjoying your show. You want to continue your story, or you go ahead?
Yeah, you're just going to stay on the line while I do it?
Yeah, it's Charlie.
I recognize your voice, Charlie.
Okay.
So again, you're going to stay on the line while I finish my story?
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right, I'll do that. Now I'll get back to you. I appreciate it. So I
continue your story, or you go ahead. You're just going to stay on the line while I do it? Yeah, it's Charlie. I recognize your voice, Charlie.
Charlie, would you mind turning that down? Because it's coming through.
Oh, yeah, I thought you would be professional and put me on hold so I could listen to the playback, and then I could, when you put me back on live, I could contribute. So, okay, we'll do it your way. We'll do it your way. Go ahead.
I was keeping you on the line, but I can put you on hold if you want. You want me to? What would you prefer, Charlie?
I thought you were a professional caster, so I'm just going to go along with your flow. Go ahead.
All right, that's a good idea. Let's go along with my flow since it's my show. Let's do that. So, so Matt Napo, he told me that he had a conversation with Hojo about this on Twitter. So I went back on Twitter and I started to look for it. It took me a few minutes, but I did find it. So I'm going to show you guys the visual there. So Howard Johnson brings it up. Says, Hojo, do you remember a kid jumping on your car and breaking your antenna at Shea? And Hojo says, was that you? And Hojo said, Matt says, no, it wasn't. But the guy that hosts the show at Govs says it was him. Did you see the graphic? Let me try it again. Okay, there it is for you. So I'll keep that up there for a second. So I was a little shocked. Matt Napo actually had a conversation. It does seem like Hojo remembers it. So if I do manage to get him on here, we'll ask him about it, and hopefully he won't kick my ass. So
hey, can I ask you a quick question?
Of course you can.
How much preparation do you put into your show before you hit the live button?
Quite a bit, actually.
Okay, go ahead. Good stuff.
That's pretty much the story there. And I'm leaving the graphic up for a second. So how are you today, Charlie?
Do you know who Joe Cocker is?
I'm sorry, Joe Cocker?
Yeah.
The singer.
Yeah, I think he was famous back in like the late 70s, early 80s. Great voice, but he shook a lot. He couldn't stop shaking. He had like Michael J. Fox Parkinson's disease. You shake a lot.
I shake a lot? Okay. But,
all right.
Charlie, when you're a comedy writer, do you ever do stand-up?
No, those are really talented people.
You've never attempted it at all?
I think like maybe once, but nothing serious.
Maybe in Cleveland at all?
Do you have some sort of like Apple iPod tracker on me where someone says we have a Charlie sighting?
No, I have nothing like that. No,
I've never been. Actually, I was once in Cleveland.
Oh yeah, just once?
It wasn't a good experience.
What happened to you, Charlie?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. All right, then we won't. What would you like to talk about?
Hey, it's your show.
Well, you
go ahead and do your show. How about you put me on hold? You do your show. Maybe I'll chime in.
Because we're freeform here, man, and that's why I take the calls. Because so I can hear what everybody has to say. I like the support and like to hear what everybody has to say about anything. I'm happy.
Actually, I'm not sure I'm supporting you.
I'm not really sure about that either. But you're here, so I figure I'd give you some time.
No, it doesn't matter. How about you put me on hold and you progress with your show, and maybe you check in with me, and maybe I'll just say ha ha ha.
All right, we'll do. I'm putting you on hold. There we go. Charlie's on hold. Ha ha ha. Oh, John Rusciello's calling. Hello, John.
You're here, so I want to say something. Good morning, Tony. Is Charlie still on the line?
Charlie is on hold at the moment.
Okay. Well, Charlie, you're listening to this. I want to say something to you, Charlie. All right. You're the lowest piece of shit that I've ever had not the pleasure of meeting. If I do meet you, I'm going to kick you right in the fucking balls. You're a no good bastard. I hope you get cancer of the eyes.
Whoa.
Okay? Because you're the most disgusting person in the world. You knocked one of the greatest gentlemen, nicest gentlemen that ever put on the face of this earth. And he's so nice, all right, that he didn't give you what you deserve. All right? You should do yourself a favor and drink bleach. Okay? All right? And end it all. Because I have never in my life, I'm 70 years old, I've never in my life had the audacity, heard the audacities that you did to this man. All right? You had no idea who this man is. He's a fantastic man. All right? And you had the audacity to put him on and knock him and challenge his credentials. All right? Tony, how are you, brother?
I'm doing great, John. How are you?
Good. All right. I feel better now.
I'm sure you do. I think I'm going to throw Charlie back on the line in a second, and I'm going to play a little game with him, I think. And I'm curious to hear what you have to say about this game as well. So stay tuned.
Okay, buddy, I love you, pal. And I wish I had Charlie in front of me because, believe me, he'd be clearing his fucking testicles up. Believe me, let me tell you.
Well, you, my friend, I appreciate the support.
And my sister-in-law is on the phone doing calisthenics on the rotary beads because she doesn't like to hear me talk like this.
Paula, it'll be okay.
I love you, pal.
Love you, pal.
Bye-bye.
See ya. All right. Charlie, you still there? Oh, Charlie's gone. What a shame. All right. All right, we'll see if Charlie calls back. Charlie seemed to be a little taken aback when I mentioned Cleveland. Oh, he's on the comments. Let's see. All right, hang on a second. Fremder, the way you're talking about Howard Johnson sounds like your antenna was also bent. Vicky, one leg. Tony Walker, one leg Teflon ass man. I'm not sure why she's saying that. John Lucille called Charlie a scumbag and a rat bastard. Fremder, I'm no comedian, but I would bet any amount of money when it comes to writing comedy that I could write Charlie, the comedy writer, under the table. Yeah, Fremder, you would actually have my vote. Honestly, Charlie, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. Charlie, Andrew, you are stupid. Charlie, I really thought you were just going to kill yourself after last time. I guess I'll have to try harder. My call got dropped. I will call back. Okay, you can call back, Charlie. It was not dropped on my end. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, all right, and there's Plajanos. Andy Plajanos says he's scared. Yeah, he definitely sounded. He was not prepared when I mentioned Cleveland. Some research has been done, and we think we know who Charlie is. Not sure what his motivation is. Not sure how he found us. We have some suspicions on why he did what he did on Thursday, and why he's calling back today. You know, I have no idea. You know what his game is. All right, I was going to do this later, but I guess I'll do it now. And I was hoping to do it with Charlie on the line. But we're going to play a little game, and I need you guys to help me out here. I'm going to play some clips. Okay? I'm going to play some clips of Charlie the other day when he called here. And then I'm going to play some audio of somebody from Cleveland doing an interview. I want you guys to tell me if it's the same person, because it sounds like the same guy to me. All right, so first, here's the first clip of me and Joey from the other day.
So let me ask you guys a question. I have no clue who you are, so I'm basically calling in blind. Okay. I've heard of Governor's Comedy.
Is this a wrong number? Did you?
Not sure what's going on. So you heard of Governors? Is that what you said?
So I've heard of Governor's Comedy Club. Is that like a really well-known comedy club in New York?
Yeah. Where do you live?
I live in Evansville, Indiana.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So let me ask you guys a question. I have no clue who you are.
All right. So that was clip number one. Now listen to this, and tell me if you think it's the same guy. So it's just audio. The video is going to be more of me and Joey, but the audio, because I this is from a video. I don't want to show the man's face yet. But tell me if you think this is the same guy talking.
I've never written a joke.
Really?
No.
You don't sit down and write? You just off the cuff? Everything.
No, well, it's not really. I mean, it starts off the cuff, but what I do is I pay attention and I live, and that's where, if you're paying attention and you're living, people do stupid stuff all the time, and you just have to, and I do my share of it, so it makes it easy. You just talk about real life. I don't think you can ever write anything that's as funny as real life.
Yeah.
So there you go. So I don't have to write.
That's awesome.
I just live.
So that's clip number one. Charlie, last name Cunt. Oh my goodness. Let me go back here. You're right, John. Tony is an awesome person. Thank you, Mickey. This guy is the embodiment of hack. We know you. We know your friend. Turnabout is fair play. Coming for you, Charlie. Wow. Feeling the love today. Still hasn't called back. Yeah, I've noticed. Evansville is as much of a rat hole as Cleveland. Andy says that's him. John says that's him. Paula says it sounds like him. Yeah, it does, right? So, I'm just going to point it out again. When I mentioned Cleveland to Charlie, he definitely did not know what to do with that. Just like the other day when Joey had him on the phone and he was not getting the rise out of Joey that he wanted to get. So he was flipping out himself a few times and then would hang up, like the coward that he is. And then when he was able to rethink, when he wasn't on the spot anymore, then that's when he would call back. How many times did he call back the other day? We took his call, I think, a total of 3 times. And then after a while, we just had enough. But he continued to call back for the rest of the show. And now, just like today, he was thrown when I said Cleveland. He even said, he goes, "Are you putting a tracker on me?" So all right, there he is. There he is. All right, let's see. Hi, Charlie.
Hey, I don't know about Cleveland. So go ahead.
Did you see the clip that we played?
No, I didn't see it.
All right, because when I answered the phone just now, I heard my show in the background, so I'm assuming you had it on this whole time. So I'm going to get you.
I don't know anything about Cleveland, so go ahead and move on. I don't know anything about Cleveland.
Charlie, my apologies. I did not hear what you said.
All right, let me call you back.
Sure. Call me back, Charlie. Take your time. Shows that he's still on. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Charlie sounds like he's starting to get a little unraveled, don't you think? So I have a total of 3 clips. 3 clips from the call with Joey, 3 clips of Charlie from this other interview. So let's try the next one, shall we?
Okay, so I've heard of Governor's Comedy Club, I think from Howard Stern. I'm not in his age demographic. I think I heard about an opening in Anthony. So it's an established comedy club in New York where comedians like Bill Burr, John Mulaney, regular well-known comedians go to perform, correct?
I don't know if Bill Burr or John Mulaney was here, but I know Howard. There's a picture in the hallway here of Howard Stern on there.
Okay, so I've heard of...
All right, so that was clip number 2. Let's see. So let's go to the next clip I have of this interview where we can see if the voice is the same.
Older people are hip. Is that actually where it came from? Hip came from hep, which was something that was a little different out of the jazz groups of the 20s and 30s were hep cats. Then it became hip. Okay.
Is that
I'm just a wealth of useless information.
Is that for real?
Well, yes, it is true. Yes, it is true. Everything I tell you is true.
Everything.
I have never lied about anything in my life. I actually had a guy in about the mid-70s said he wanted to do a documentary on my face. Because he had like this rubber face. And I'm like, so I don't know if he ever did it or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can't just go, whoa, I'm not going to do no. Older people are happy.
Sounds a lot like the same man to me. Charlie calling in blind. He should have also called in deaf and dumb. I hate that was Fremder. Plajanos, I hate that I can't keep listening. Tell him we are going to become real close. Fremder, I happen to be in Cleveland right now, actually. No. Really? See, I'm the worst when it comes to that stuff. I believe everything. This guy is a real spineless prick, says Plajanos. Hi, Charlie. How are you? John Rusciello. Great detective work, my man. I did some of the detective work. There were others involved, whose names I'm not giving out yet. I found, I was given his name. I was given the link to one interview, to one clip of a guy named Charlie doing stand-up. And it definitely sounded. And when I first saw the clip of the stand-up, I was like, man, that sounds like him. But when you're doing stand-up, you're on stage, so your energy level is higher. His voice was a little higher; it was more energetic. So I was like, I'm not sure. Watched some more stand-up clips. the more I watched, the more I was like, oh, this definitely sounds like him. Look the guy up on Facebook. We have several mutual friends in the comedy world. But then an interview. I was told by someone to watch interviews where he's not on stage, so he's a lot more, laid back. And that's what I'm playing for you now. One of the interviews, and it definitely sounded like him. So I'm gonna play one more clip of when he called me and Joey. All right, well, he's calling back. Let's see what he's got to say. Charlie, is that you?
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Am I allowed to use profanity in this chat room?
Of course.
Okay, so I want to make this very, very brief.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
I don't know what is worse than retarded, but you seriously are worse than retarded.
Oh, yeah? Is that the whole statement? You want to tell me why? Are you... Oh, he hung up. Okay. Well, he got me there, didn't he? And he's such a man that he doesn't even stay on the line to let me respond. That's a man right there. A man who, goes by the name Charlie Charlie. He won't even, tell us his real name. I'd love to know. I would really like to know his motivation. I want to know how he found us. Because, again, I have some thoughts on this. But, all right, so I guess I'll play you the third clip. Now, the third clip, if you guys remember on Thursday, Charlie, he got a little heated at times, okay? So that's one of the clips I'm going to play. And there's a reason for that. So I'll play the clip, and then I'll explain myself a little bit here. So, all right, so here's the clip.
Nobody supports you. I think you are an absolute hack. I'm trying to figure out who pays you to do stand-up comedy.
Okay. Well, then, if you think I'm a hack, then don't follow me. And why are you wasting
No, I
your time
don't think
with
you're
me?
a hack. You've got 5 fucking people watching this.
Okay.
Why don't you have thousands or 2 or 4 or 5,000 people watching?
I don't know.
This?
Tell me why.
What's going on, big guy?
I don't know. Tell me why. I don't know.
Because I don't think you're a success. Nobody knows your name. Nobody supports you. I think you are an absolute hack. I'm trying to figure out who pays you to do.
All right, so first off, if you really are, if you're in the comedy world and you don't know who Joey Cole is, that just shows how naive and ignorant and stupid you are. Because anybody that's in comedy, anybody that takes it seriously, knows who Joey Cole is. Yes, even in Cleveland. Yes. But yeah, keep in mind how upset this guy got on that part. Right? Anyway, he started yelling, "Fuck it! Fuck it!" Because I want you to listen close to this last clip I have from the interview he does. Listen to what's being said. So when I watched the interview, this was the very first thing they showed. When you turn it on, this was the very first thing, and it was kind of like an intro. Like they showed this clip, and then they had the opening credits. Interview with Charlie so-and-so. But if you listen to what they're talking about him flying off the rails. And the interviewer even says, "I'm a little scared to go on." So listen.
So this is like
I have been accused of that in the past.
big time. A short cord.
Such a short cord on that.
Short cord.
Now I'm nervous. Are you gonna flail around?
Oh, do you think I would flail around? Did I look like I would flail around?
You looked like you were a very animated man.
Well, at my age, it's just to prove that I'm still alive.
Hi.
All right, I'm here. I'm ready. And I have...
Oh, just at his age, just to prove he's still around. Oh, shit. That's a comedy writer. That's a comedy. Now, I might be retarded, as you heard, but I know a comedy writer when I hear one. Let me tell you. So not only does the voice match, but yeah, he apparently. I would love to find this interviewer and ask exactly what happened there. Because she said, you have a short cord. Are you going to flail around? So obviously, as they were getting prepared to start the interview, this jackass flipped out for some reason, like he normally does. I mean, he flipped out. The bipolar fuck, flipped out for no reason on Thursday when he called us. when Joey was the one who had the reason to flip out, but he didn't. Joey was the perfect gentleman. I've gotten a lot of feedback from that show the other day, and every single person that I got feedback from, that's all they said, was just how well Joey handled it. I don't think anybody could have handled it any better. I'm not saying Joey's the only one that could handle it that way. I'm just saying it couldn't be done any better by anybody. I mean, Joey was fantastic. Didn't flip out, answered the man's questions, shot back at him, and tried to talk to him in a calm way, and even wished him well and sent him love and prayed for him that night, which Charlie didn't want, but too bad. That's how great of a guy Joey Cola is. He'll pray for you anyway. And even though you might not know it, you're probably better off. All right, let's go back and read some more comments. And I can read them, even though I'm retarded. I can read the comments. I think his picture should start circulating, says Pajanos. Charlie, at least get an internet connection. He's so retarded. He's Charlie. See you soon, Charlie. Very nice. Rusiello says, yes, what a pussy. Yeah, we definitely hit a nerve. So I think it's safe to say we got this guy figured out. I'm still reluctant to show his face and say his full name, as much as I'd really like to. Paula, evilness, sad. I'll pray for you, Charlie. Thank you, Paula. Yes, I do think we all should. Really. Mickey, Andrew, please go kick his fucking ass. How dare he use the R word? I am disabled, and that pisses me off. Yeah, Mickey, I don't have to tell you. I've said it a million times. If you guys have watched the show as much as you have, you guys know I have an autistic daughter. I learned from Joey the other day. And Joey and I sat in here after the show on Thursday and talked for a long time. We talked again later on that day. I talked to him. I did talk to him again on Friday. Saturday, Lisa and I came to his show, and we talked some more then. And then we talked again this morning. I've learned a lot from Joey. He's a praying man. He's a man of faith. He talked about it the other day. And he even said, if we're wrong about our faith and turns out we're wrong about God and Jesus, okay, well, we got nothing to lose. And he's right about that. And the way I see it, even if we are wrong by praying and we don't, we're putting our faith in something that doesn't exist. Even if we're wrong, it still puts most people, and I know, believe me, I know there's a bad batch in every group of people, but I think the majority of praying people, it at least just puts them in a positive energy. It puts them in a positive mood, and that energy spreads. I mean, again, look at Joey Cola. The guy is nothing but positive. What he does for a living is positive. The way he handled himself is positive. The way he talked back to Charlie was positive. Here we go. Hi, Charlie.
There's something. Can I ask you a question very respectfully?
Sure.
Can you go 4 seconds without going?
No. No, I can't. Charlie, can I ask you a question now? Did he hang up again? Oh, he hung up again. Son of a bitch. Oh, yeah, all right. It's a nervous tick, Charlie. Sorry. I'll tell you what, though. Even though I do that, I'm still funnier than you to the point where a place like Governor's allows me to do my own show and run this studio. They wouldn't find anything funny about you, would not even consider you for a show, let alone running this studio. Plus the fact you're an old prick and you'll probably be dead soon anyway, so why would they give it to you? And then dying would probably be the one thing that you've done in your life that would make people smile. Charlie, please call back. It's my show, so let me ask you some questions. I'd love the opportunity. This is going to be so much fun, says Andy Pajanos. John Rusciello, don't waste your prayers, babe. Not worth it. Don Sill, Charlie is a punchline. What a joke. An unfunny hack joke. Jeff Bosey says good morning. Hi, Jeff. Paula, oh, my brother. He needs them more than anyone we know. And he gets them from me. He definitely gets them from me. Oh, there he is. Yay. You going to stay on the line and let me ask you questions this time?
Yeah, go ahead.
Charlie, how did you find this show?
Listen, don't try to become familiar with me like you and I are going to become buddies. You're an absolute hack. You come from the
believe me, I have no desire to be your buddy, Charlie. I have no desire. I was just curious.
You know what you are to me?
Yeah.
I've never been to your side of the world. You live up in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Delaware.
Long Island. Long Island.
Okay, it doesn't matter. The normal world looks at people like you. We don't want anything to do with you people. We want to avoid you. But go ahead. What's your question?
Well, I'm waiting for an answer. How did you find this show?
I went to probably YouTube and I said live shows and your show popped up.
Oh, okay.
I probably typed in, no. I probably went to YouTube and I typed in the word, horrible live shows.
Is that the best you got, Charlie? I thought you were a comedy writer.
Oh, look at you trying to put me in my place. Go ahead. Let's go to the next punchline.
Oh, you're doing just fine putting yourself in your own place, pal. You don't need me.
One for you. 0 for Charlie. Go ahead, buddy.
Charlie, what? Calm down, Charlie. There's no reason to yell and get upset, Charlie. We're just talking.
Go ahead.
We're just talking here.
I know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, and I believe we asked you the other day and we never got an answer. Where may we have seen your comedy writing?
Online, in the world, in the atmosphere. Things happen.
In the atmosphere. Can you be more specific, Charlie? A book? A TV show?
No, let's go to the next question. Listen, I gave you a setup. You failed to give a good just go to the next question. What are you looking for? Dude, I'm calling into your show. You've got nobody calling into your program. You've got 15 people watching this thing right now. You're desperate to say to yourself, you know what? Hopefully this Charlie guy can say something, maybe something humorous, bring something to my show where I can maybe, take it viral on some level.
That is not what I'm hoping for you at all, Charlie. I'm hoping for a lot of different things for you than enhancing my show or doing anything for me on my show.
What did you say you're looking for me for?
It's not to enhance my show, I'll tell you that much.
So what are you looking for? I'm calling into your show.
Yeah.
There's a few 100,000 people that do what you do online. For some random, bizarre reason, I'm in your room right now. Take it.
Lucky me, Charlie. So.
You know what? You got to stop clearing the throat. I'm going to call you back. I'm actually not going to call you back.
That's fine, Charlie. That's more than fine. That's great. You don't have to ever call me back again, Charlie, if you don't want to. Oh, okay, he is gone. So, yeah, and see, we saw it again. Charlie does have a short cord, and it really does sound like this guy that, God, I would love to say the name. Charlie? Charlie, and this is, you know what? And I'll take the hit on this. My next question should have been, why don't you tell us your real name? That's what it should have been. If Charlie, if you're such a man and you have so much to say, and you feel that you have the right to call me retarded, why don't you be a real man about it and give us your real name, tell us who you are, and tell us what qualifies you to talk about me, Joey Cola, our listeners, our viewers. I would love to know more about you, Charlie. Be a man, Charlie. Tell us your real name. And nobody cares about your neck of the woods either in Indiana. Andy Plajanos, who was on the show this past Friday, who's on with me every Friday, he's been to your neck of the woods where he said, it's like the middle of nowhere, and that's fine because that's where you deserve to be, nowhere. So you can't make anybody else as miserable as you. I love that this guy so lacks testicular fortitude, he won't even comment. Charlie, give us your real name, pal. Be a man.
Hey, Charlie, listen, Joey, I'm watching the playback.
My name is Tony. My name is Tony. My name is Tony Walker.
Tony.
That's my real name. Please give us your name.
Tony, I apologize.
Please give us
Tony,
your name.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Tony, I apologize.
Fine.
You're just a random guy. You go online. You want to do a great show. You're a comedian. You're a writer. I'm not sure. I'm sure you're just a great family man. You probably have a great family, and you take calls from people like me, right?
Yeah, keep going. Yep.
No, and I actually respect you. I'm looking at your show. You seem like a very earnest, nice person. You don't have an agenda. There's nothing evil about you. So I'm watching the playback. I'm looking at you. You look like a good guy. And the thing that really bothers me is I was out of line and I called you retarded, and that's an insult, and it's so unfair to you.
I have an autistic daughter, Charlie. So yeah, that did bother me a little bit.
So with that, I meant to say that I think that and I mean this very sincerely. You're worse than a retarded person.
Oh, okay, great. So, and what would that be? What's the word for that? What's the word for being worse than retarded? Did you hang up again? God, Charlie, I wish you were nearby. Give us your real name, you son of a bitch. Give us your real name. You're such a man. You got so much to say. You think you're real. You think you're funny. You think this show is bad? You think I'm bad? Do you think you'd last? You think you'd last one day doing a show like this? I'm the first to admit not every show is gold. I know I've had real shit shows on here. There's been moments that I regret on this show. But most of these shows are good. I got a very loyal group of people that watch this show. I don't give a shit if it's 3. I don't give a shit if it's, thousands. And yes, we have hit thousands. Yeah, the numbers are low when it's live, but there have been times we've, when people go back and watch the playback, Charlie. So I need to explain this to you because you probably have no idea what this is all about. Because nobody would give you one day of your own show. And if they did, they would cut it off because nobody would watch you. The only reason they'd watch is to see how bad it is. Where, yeah, it's not gold all the time, but I can get people like Joey Cola who turn it into gold. I get people like Kevin Pollak who turn it into gold. I get people like Orlando Jones that turn it into gold. I get people like Roy Wood Jr. who turn it into gold. If you don't know those names, Charlie, you're stupider than I thought because they're all huge in the comedy world. And you're not. You're not even close. You're not even close to my level. And I'm nowhere. Oh, this is not Charlie calling. Hi.
Hi, Pumpkin.
How are you, honey?
I called into your show because I love you, I respect you, and I find you to be an amazing person with talent. And I know that you have written material, whether it's being for stand-up comedy or for even a live comedic murder mystery show. And to boot, I find that one gentleman who called, who is completely disrespectful, a complete imbecile, a moron, an idiot, completely useless, almost like someone that moved to the Bronx not too long ago.
Oh, yeah, those two would be perfect together. They would, Oh, they wouldn't even last a day together, those two.
I'm just befuddled on a person that you always get the one that comes out of the woodwork and goes, oh, hold on, let me get my shine time by complaining, because that's what wins people over with shine time of being a moron.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I could just easily get.
Well, you should have heard him on Thursday when he called and gave Joey a hard time, Joey Cola.
Oh my dear, Joey is the sweetest, most amazing, friendliest person to hit the planet. I saw him after Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night.
He was the most amazing person. He got off. He did about 45, 50 minutes, sweating, tired, and he's still like, "Oh, hi, how are you? Thank you so much for coming out." He's like, "You're awesome, Jeff," and I was like, "No, you're awesome, Joey." And then I kept it moving. But this guy is a complete moron. And all you have to do is call him, hey, you can talk like this. Or you can talk like this. Or you can talk like this. Very good. You can do anything else that's entertaining. You don't have to be a jerk-off. But anyways, I hope that the rest of the show goes well. You stay calm and beautiful as you normally do, and I want to touch that bald head. I love you, Tony. I gotta go. Bye.
Jeff Bosey checking in. September 14th. Jeff Bosey and friends in the Giggle Room. Make sure you go. Knockem Dead Comedy is doing a private party that night. So Jeff will not be with us at the private party, obviously. And since that's a private party, head on over to the Giggle Room and watch Jeff Bosey and friends. I believe Mike Keegan is in that, and I think Carla is too. I think. I don't have the complete lineup, but I do believe those are some of the people in that show. Let's see, where was I? For now, says Don, from now on, whenever I see a shitty comedian, I'm going to call him a Charlie. Oh, there's Don now. Yo,
what's up, man? I'm just kind of catching up. I was in meetings this morning, but Hacky Charlie did. I listened to the voice comparisons of Hacky Charlie, and I do believe that that's him. Have you exposed them completely yet? And
no, but he is calling back right now, Don.
Good. Let's see if we can keep him on the phone, because I would love to talk to this fucking hack piece of dog shit. If you're a shitty hacky...
All right. Charlie, can you give us your last name, please?
Throat Lozenge.
Oh, that's a good one, you comedy writer, you. Come on, be a man, Charlie. Step up to the plate. You got so much to say. You know so much about everything. Tell us who you are.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
If you had 1,000 people in front of us, and you were on stage, and I was on stage,
yeah,
and they had to judge with just our interaction, and they had to say 1 for Charlie or 2 for you, who do you think they would say is funnier?
Charlie, you haven't said the only thing you've done that's funny so far is imitate my my clearing of the throat. That is the only funny thing you have said so far since the first time I've heard your voice on Thursday.
Okay, so you just asked me what my last name was, and I said Throat Lozenge.
Yeah.
Don't you think that that's very creative and very improvisational?
Improvisational, I wouldn't.
Oh, shut up. Go ahead. No, I know you win.
Charlie, did I hit a nerve, Charlie? Are you okay, Charlie? Are you okay? Are you okay, Charlie?
You're crafty and clever. Go ahead, funny guy. Where do we go from here? You take the lead.
I'm trying to take the lead. I'm trying to get your last name, because you're such an expert on comedy, and you're such an expert on people who are retarded. You seem to know so much, Charlie, but yet you don't have the balls to tell us your real name.
Let me ask you this. You have this red gaming chair that you're sitting in, correct?
Correct.
You're approaching 60 years old. Don't 20-year-old kids have a red gaming chair behind them? Shouldn't you have a rocker behind you? See, that's funny. That's funny.
This was supplied to me by the comedy club.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm going to go ahead. It's my show. The chair was supplied to me by the comedy club. This is what they gave me to sit in. Am I going to bitch at the comedy club about I don't like the chair? You might, because you strike me as a prima donna, but I don't give a shit. It's a chair. Who cares? Is that the best you can do? Is pick on my chair?
If I walk into a room and they say, we want you to host a show, here's your whole setup, and I looked at that chair, I would say, where's the dildo that I'm supposed to sit on that goes up my ass?
Well, right, and that's probably why you're so grouchy right now, because you don't have your dildo up your ass.
I'm not grouchy, dude. Dude, you should have said, get this thing out of here. Okay, I'm a regular man. I'm a stand-up comic. I'm a regular Joe. What is this, like, G.I. Joe bullshit? You're sitting in a chair for 14-year-olds. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You try that. I mean, nobody's ever going to offer you a podcast anyway. But if they did, and you complained about the chair, well, yeah, then you lose the podcast because you're nothing. You're not funny. You're not a good comedian. So nobody would even give you a show or waste their time fighting with you on a chair. They would just say, okay, get out. Nobody's going to waste their time with you. I've wasted too much time with you, and especially with the fact that you're too chicken shit to give us your real name. I know your name is Charlie. I know that, and I think I know what your last name is, but you're too chicken shit to tell us your name.
Well, why do you care?
Oh, because I would love to be able to. No.
Here's what you love to do. You want to expose me. So you're an individual that you put yourself out there, or maybe you're a pronoun. Are you a they, these, them, he, I? So you put yourself out there. So you've got someone like me calling into your so-called show. It's not a show. You're an absolute moron. You're an idiot. So I'm calling and you're like, you know what? This guy's funnier than me. I want to expose him. Your time. Go.
I never claimed to be funnier than you. You're the one who's saying that, and I just like to know who I'm talking to. You have so much to say in the world. But yet you don't have the balls of standing behind it by throwing your name out. Go ahead.
But why does it matter? You're a television host. You're like Johnny Carson. You're Jay Leno. You're like.
Thank you for comparing me to those greats, Charlie. Thank you for comparing me to those greats.
Why do you need to expose the people that you're speaking with? You should be able to take what I'm saying, make it funny, make it work for you, and turn it around and make me look like the idiot. You're trying to expose me. Go, your time.
I'm not. It's all my time. And no, I'm not trying to expose at all. I just like to know who I'm talking to. And no, my job is not. My job is not to make you funny, Charlie. You do that just fine on your own. My job is to this is a talk show and it's free form, whether it's comedic or not. It's just conversation. And if you want people to respect you, if you want people, I
don't want people to respect
me.
me.
Yes, you do, Charlie. That's why you keep calling. You keep calling because you want people to respect you. You want the attention.
Can I say something?
Maybe.
When I was a child, my family used to acknowledge my birthday. I told them not to acknowledge me. I've had jobs where they've acknowledged my birthday. There's nothing special about me.
I know that.
I'm retarded. Hold on. No. I'm being serious.
Does your last name start with a W, Charlie?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Does your last name start with a W?
I'm not sure where you got that from, so no. You know what? I don't know what your job is, why you're trying to expose people. You should take calls when you get them and just have fun with them. So where are you going with this?
Have fun with them. You're the one who called and you're the one who set this tone. So I don't know what you expect to have fun with when you call my guests and call them hacks, tell them that they look like Wilford Brimley, shit them out. That's not having fun. That's crossing the line. And so if you want to take that route, Charlie, you want to take that route, be a man and tell us your name and stand up and face it and again, be a man. Tell us who you are. You're such a tough guy hiding behind that phone. Tell us who you are.
I'm not a tough guy.
Oh, we know that because all the times you flip out like a baby and then hang up. And then
hold on. You know what? Well, can I say something without you cutting me off for a second?
Maybe.
I don't know where you're from, but you have, in my opinion, you have the Sopranos kind of like Goodfellas type, neighborhood type. You say this, you got to put yourself out there. Dude, this isn't real life. These are all idiots that you're dealing with. These are all stupid people. If you're lucky, some of them are going to give you some money.
What's stupid? Who are you referring to?
You go ahead and talk. I'm trying to tell you the best way for you to run this. You go ahead and talk.
Thank you for looking out for my best interests. And again, I know you have so much experience in this stuff that you can tell me what's going to make this better. Who are you referring to when you say stupid people? My guests? My viewers? Who are you referring to?
All of the people in your chat room. I would never want to be anywhere near any of them. You, I would never want to be near you. All of you people are out of your minds. This is fantasy. This is like a fantasy world. People go online. You got idiots like me that call in, and they entertain idiots like you. What more are you looking for? Your time. Go ahead.
I'm looking for, and I'll give you a straight-up answer, Charlie. I'm looking to have some pleasant conversations, whether it's with the viewers or with the guests. I'm not looking for jackasses to come on here and insult everybody. That's not what we do here. And that's all you've done.
So do you respect the people that you interview, that you have on your little podcast show?
I respect everybody until they give me a reason not to.
They're all monsters. Assume that they're monsters. That's your problem with people like you. You assume that people aren't horrible. You're a horrible individual. I can just tell by looking at you that I would want nothing to do with you.
Just a few minutes ago, you said that you think I'm a nice guy.
And you know what? I got to go. I'll call you back.
Sure you do. My apologies to Don. My apologies to anybody else that was calling. We do have the capability to put two lines on at once, and I'm not going to lie. I don't know why I can't make it work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I tried when I saw Charlie was calling again. I tried to connect it where Don would still be there, and I disconnected Don. I did that the other day too when that was going on, and I don't know if Don was calling back, but the phone was ringing. So my apologies to Don. John Rusiello is calling. John, let me get Don, and then you call me. I'll call you, or you call me back. Dude, I'm really sorry. I was trying to keep you on, and I keep cutting you off. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to keep you and him on at the same time, and I'm screwing it up. Oh, wait a minute. Shit. Don, you there?
Yeah, what's up, Tony?
my apologies. I was trying to keep you on and patch him through, and I just cut you off. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. We do have that capability, but so I'm really sorry. I know, and I've done it to you a few times between Thursday and today. So I'm really sorry.
Yeah, I think Charlie the Wiener had way too much airtime. The guy's a fucking unfunny, hacky dipshit, and there's nothing worse than some fucking hack piece of shit who wants to try to shit all over other people, and then they can't take it when it comes back to them. But I urge everybody to go on YouTube and try to find Charlie Wiener, and you decide what you think about his fucking comedy. Tony won't say it, but I don't give a fuck. And Charlie Wiener, you son of a bitch, come at me, bro. I would love it. I shit bigger than you anytime, you old motherfucker.
So
it is definitely you, because we heard the voice comparisons. We know it was you, Charlie Wiener, the hacky shit comic from, where is he from? From Indiana, Cleveland, Ohio, wherever you're from around that area, Midwest. You blow. I got friends that know you. I'm not going to name those guys. I got a lot of friends in the Ohio scene, and they all agree that you're just agitating, angry. You know, if I'm borderline in my mid-70s and I still look back at my pathetic life like you are, and you see that you've accomplished nothing in comedy and that you're not funny, and no matter what you do, and the only solace you get is to call out other people that you don't understand why they succeed, well, you know what, Charlie? Look at your old fucking wrinkled face in the mirror and say to yourself, you know what, maybe I am a fucking loser and I'm miserable. And then splash some water on your face and try to be kind, because you're a piece of shit, and I'm not nice like fucking Joey Cola. I'm not nice like Tony Walker. I'm a fucking dick, and I will fuck you up. So come at me, Charlie Wiener, you fucking dick.
That was awesome.
And I think too, man, it's, you know, you do what you want if you want to take his shit calls anymore. But I would just put that guy on the dead list, because he's useless, and all he did is got me all pumped up, because, you know, you're my brother, Tony, and I got you back no matter what. And I don't like to hear some fucking hacky piece of shit, some wiener, you know, throw rocks when he's sitting in his fucking glass house. Fuck him.
Yeah, and I appreciate everything you said, and I love you, bro. You are like a brother to me, and I appreciate the support. I wanted to give him his time. I wanted to see if we were going to get his name. I wanted to see if he was going to admit who he really was.
I urge everybody listening, look him up on YouTube. Charlie Wiener. He has comedy. He's got interviews. Tony played you some of his interviews. His comedy sucks. He's awful. There's a reason why the guy's pushing 80 and never did shit. And now is the only time anyone's ever mentioned his name is because of negative attention.
All right, so
I don't normally like to reward negative attention,
Right.
but this guy
Let me
has
ask
me
you.
taking off the gloves.
Let me ask you. I got 10 minutes left in the show. 9 minutes. He's calling back. Should I take the last few minutes with him, and then that'll be the end of it forever?
No, you know what? Let him fester in it. And I know he's listening.
Yeah.
I want you to fester in this, Charlie.
Oh,
We're not going to
yeah.
give you a voice anymore. You're cut off. You want to say something, you either come at us individually. You know where to find us. You know all of our names. You know who we are, you fucking coward. But we're not. I don't think you should give him any more airtime.
Okay.
Fuck this guy.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
That's just my opinion. You do what you want.
No, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm totally
he
cool with
doesn't deserve it anymore. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit.
I would just love to get him to admit that's definitely who he is, you know?
It's definitely him. He's a fucking wiener. And if he's got anything to say about it, then answer that in the chat room, bitch.
Yeah, okay.
Then I'm calling Charlie a bitch, obviously. But yeah, Tony, got my blood pumping.
Sorry about that.
I wish that dude was local.
Oh, so do I. I.
But anyway,
yeah. And I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you or anybody pumped.
No, you didn't do it.
Well, yeah, but I gave him the time, and I was hoping that we would get some answers. I really was. I was hoping he's trying to call again. I was really hoping to get some answers. I was.
And Charlie, if I ever see you, Charlie, not only am I gonna smack you around, I'm gonna smack you around my cock, around your face, because you're not even worthy of my fists. I could beat your ass with my dick.
Well, maybe we should take a road trip sometime to go see a stand up sometime.
Yeah, I'm dying to see what his calendar looks like. What kind of open mics is he working? And so we'll go catch that guy. Hopefully, if he's as good as this YouTube, and I urge everybody go check him out. Judge for yourself. Charlie Wiener. He's on YouTube. He sucks so bad. So go check him out, and and let him know it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Please. Please let him know. Let him know. Definitely let him know. Wow.
All right. Don Sill, put up, shut up, stand up. Come at me, Charlie. I dare you, you fucking old bitch.
He's commenting. He's begging me to pick up. He's begging me.
No, fuck him. Don't give him it. Let him sit there with his heart on in his hands and get blue balls. That's it. Don't let him come.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Sorry to people out there that know me that don't usually hear this side of me, but I'm pretty heated up, and I don't like bullies. I don't like and I don't like cowards. And most bullies are cowards, and this is a prime example. Is Charlie Wiener. So now you've been exposed, Charlie, and fuck you.
Yeah, it's just so unnecessary, you know. I don't really understand it, but
yeah.
But you're right. We'll probably never really get the answers we're looking for anyway.
Yeah, I would just dismiss this dude for now. Like, you don't give him his anymore.
Yeah, he's Don, be sure to take a look at the comments. Charlie's throwing some. He's
come at me, Charlie. I don't care what Charlie has to say. Charlie, you're a lonely old hacky fart, and all you have left in your fucking empty tank of life is to shit on other people. So you're a miserable fuck. So I don't care. Watch all my videos. I told you who I am. You could shit on me, or you could do whatever you want, but we all know the truth. You're the miserable one. I'm happy as fuck. I'm happy. I live my life. I enjoy life. We all do. You're the miserable one that came into our world. We didn't come into yours.
Right.
You came into ours like a fucking dick.
Absolutely right from get-go. Yep.
Yeah. And Charlie, if you want, man, like if I haven't read the comments yet.
Okay.
But Charlie, if you ever want to meet up, man, we can meet up. We talk like two men.
Right.
And I guarantee you're going to be sorry that you did. So let's do this, motherfucker.
Charlie, you can point out the low numbers all you want, but this is what it's about. I get the love and the support from people like Don and plenty of viewers and friends, and there's nothing better. There's nothing better. You even said the other day when you called that you don't like anybody, and I'm sure they all know that, and I'm sure they don't like you either, and which is a shame, but that's how you choose to live. Knock yourself out. It's much better this way. I guarantee that. But
dude, he was at a young age when he was first born, and he came into the wiener world. He was already a cock. He's already a dick because he was a wiener.
He was born a dick.
Yeah, he was born a dick, and I don't expect anything less of him. And you know what I love to do, wiener? I've been doing, I don't know, since grade school. I like to punch bullies in the face. I enjoy it because after I break their fucking nose and they go crying like a little bitch, I unveil who they really are inside their fucking empty soul. They're pussy.
Yeah.
And that's you, Charlie Wiener. You're a fucking pussy.
Oh, and that's why every single time between Thursday and today, that's why he keeps hanging up. I guarantee he throws a little tantrum. Probably, throws his little sippy cup across the room, maybe even kicks his dog, because that's what bullies do. And then, when he gets the nerve, to bitch some more, that's when he calls up and then hangs up all over again.
He's such an old fucking guy. He probably changes his diaper in between things. And,
yes.
And, who knows what
and he has to do it himself because there's no woman or there's nobody, woman or man, on this earth that would want to live with that shit.
Dude, remember when we were watching his comedy the other day, how we were laughing at how bad it was?
Oh, yeah. I mean, bad. I mean, he wouldn't even make it into the giggle room here. It was bad.
He is really bad. Like,
and even the videos, like the people weren't even laughing in the videos.
No, and like I have never seen a person who claims to be a comedian be that bad on stage.
He's so bad that when he calls, he doesn't even admit to being a comedian.
And exactly. He doesn't even want anyone knowing his name.
Right.
Because they know they'll watch his comedy and see how bad he is.
And he won't and he won't even tell you where you can find his comedy. That's why I asked him, books, TV shows, where can we find it? And it's out there in the atmosphere, he said.
And I'm pretty sure that we saw the numbers on his comedy too, and it was pretty low numbers.
Right.
He's not getting big numbers on his. He might now because some of our viewers are going to watch his hacky comedy just for shits and giggles.
Right.
But there's for a guy to call into a podcast out of nowhere just to talk shit is a low class human being to begin with, and he came into our world. We didn't come into his. He infiltrated the happy little world we created at Governor's Podcast Studios, and this piece of shit decided to walk in and step on some toes, thinking I don't know what he was trying to do.
Right. So whatever he's got coming his way, he asked for it.
He asked for it, man.
Yep.
And,
totally.
And we should check his schedule, the Charlie Wiener schedule. Maybe we'll take a road trip and go see him live.
Yeah,
and
we'll get and we'll see if anybody else in our world wants to join us in that trip.
Yeah, and Charlie, come strapped because I will.
Very nice. Bosie said he's getting aroused from all this.
Bosie's already came twice. He's already jerked off and came twice. Bosie come with us on the road trip. We get Plajanos. We'll get the whole crew. We'll get Fremder. Will come with us. We'll get Vicky, and we'll all go out there and we'll watch this guy. We'll make sure we get right in the front row.
Oh, absolutely. That would be wonderful.
And and just listen to the crickets as he tells his hilarity jokes, his hack jokes. So
yeah, absolutely right.
All right, Charlie Wiener.
Don, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. And I hope you
better now.
I hope so. I hope you calm down and enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes, I will. Peace out, brother.
Peace out, man. Thanks.
Take care.
See ya. All right, that was Don Sill. All right, let's see. Hi, who's this? Hello. Hello. All right. Oops. Okay. All right. John Russo. Oh, all right. John's calling back. John, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. That's okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to put this to rest.
Okay.
I'm going to put this to rest for everybody. I listened to Don. I listened to everybody. Don, there's no reason for you to go to him. Charlie, if you're listening, I will pay. And Tony Walker knows I don't bullshit. I don't lie. I will pay for your room and board and lodging and airfare to come up. I invite you. I have no right to invite you, but I'm inviting you to sit down in Tony's podcast. And some of the best comedians in the world have gone to governors, as you very well know. Eddie Murphy, Seinfeld, Rosie O'Donnell. Some of the best comedians in the world have gone to governors. But I will pay for your airfare, your lodging, to sit down and have a discussion in Knockem Dead Comedy Club with Tony Walker. Now I'm calling you out, Charlie. All right, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling you out. So you comment all you want. You can make all jokes all you want about Tony's cough and this and that. But I'm calling you out. I want to see how much balls you have. I will personally pay for you to come up wherever you live, West Dumbfuck, Indiana, whatever you live. I will pay for your airfare, your lodging, your hotel of your choice on Long Island, Uber cabs, the whole 9 yards. All right. So Charlie, take that from where it comes, and if you're down, if you're agreeable to it, Tony has my information. He has my address. He has my anything you need to contact me, and I will definitely foot your whole entire bill. And also, I will make Tony take you to the best steakhouse on Long Island.
All right, and I'll do that. I'll take him. Sure.
All right.
All right.
So this way here, and any day of your choice. I wouldn't advise going on a Friday because my friend Andy would fucking destroy you. All right. I would go on a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday because my friend Mike Kaplan, he's like Tony. He's kind and well, even though Mike Kaplan might get a little crazy too. But anyway, the bottom line is this. I'm putting it out there, pal. I'm putting it on the air. There's 11 people watching. There's a lot more people watching in the afternoons. All right, but I'm putting it out there. So put up or shut up. Tony, I love you, brother.
Love you, brother. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Well, that sounds like a good offer to me. All right, let's see. Let me take that one. Hi, you're on the air. Who's this?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Go ahead.
So I wanted to compliment Don.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's an idiot. So the last guy that you had on, he offered me hotel and, I guess, airfare and room and board.
Yep.
To come to hang out with you, correct?
Correct.
So I have no interest in that.
Okay.
You want my story?
Yes.
He wants my story? He sounds like a very wealthy man. No, I got to put a price limit on that. Just give me a price limit, not like we're going to give you like $4,000 or $5,000. You come out to us and we'll take care of everything for you.
You think for a second anybody's going to pay? Nobody pays to see your comedy, pal. Nobody laughs at your comedy. Nobody's going to give you a cent. You should be thankful that this guy was willing to pay for your trip. You are delusional. You're a dick. And to call Don Sill anything negative, I've had enough, and I think we're done here. You, my friend, can go fuck yourself, and hopefully I'll see you in Cleveland very soon. I'm done. You're going to pick on my kid. You're going to say retard when I have an autistic kid. You're going to now single out Don Sill and call him an idiot. I should have cut you off on Thursday when Joey was here, but Joey wanted the time. I even tried to give you some respect today to give you time. I let you take over my show today when I had a show. I had a whole bunch of stuff planned.
My kid, you're going to say retard when I have an autistic kid. You're going to now single out Don.
Last chance since you're still there. You're going to tell us who you are? You're going to say anything intelligent? Or are we done? Hello?
Yeah. This is Charlie.
All right. Whoever that was. I don't think that was him, but he hung up. All right. I thought I'd have a little fun at Charlie's expense today. I thought maybe he would. What?
Why are you angry with me?
I don't have enough time left in the show to go over that. Do you think this is entertaining? Do you think this is entertaining? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
What? Because you used to watch Howard Stern, you think people fighting all day? You think that's entertaining to people? People, no. They had that with Howard Stern. It's been done. It's gone. But you're such an old bastard that was what was done 30 years ago. You think that's what people still want because you're probably still living in those days. You're too old and senile and too stupid to know what people want today. And you know what? It doesn't matter. That is not what we do on this show. You don't know this show. You don't know the people on this show. I don't care if you want to know these people or not. This is not entertaining. You've crossed the line way too many times. We've given you way more time than we should have.
Can I say something?
Make it quick.
Okay, so you're an older man. You're almost 60, right?
I am 54.
Okay, so you're almost 60. You're the one that's living in the past. I'm just like a random caller that's calling into your show, and you're twisting this. You're projecting. I'm sorry that you've got whatever personal or family life issues. That's not my reasoning for calling in.
What is your reason for calling in? You think this is entertainment?
I told you. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Think this is entertainment. That's why you're calling.
But that's what your show is, right? You want to be an entertainer.
Yeah, but fighting with people is not how we do it. Not here.
Well, you have to take every call. You're going to get random people. You got to roll with the punches. You got to get rid of that chair behind you, too. First of all, you look like a retarded idiot with that 15, 16-year-old chair behind you. Now, I'm not sure if that's your retard daughter's chair, but you got to get rid of that chair.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You actually said... Charlie, I really hope I get to see you in Cleveland, Charlie. I shouldn't have taken this call. I shouldn't have taken this call.
I'll call you back.
No, you won't.
I'll call you back.
You going to give me your real name, asshole? You going to man up? Okay. Sorry about that. I'm not taking this call anymore. Charlie, you won, okay? Asshole, you got me, okay? You got me to lose my shit on the air. And I came this close to going to your level of losing my shit. A trip to Cleveland is definitely going to be planned. I'll tell you that much. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. You heard his name before. You guys feel like checking him out and getting back to me tomorrow to let me know if you think it's him. Please do, because I am very curious. The clips I played for you definitely sounds like him. I'm definitely on a mission. My apologies. I really thought we could have some fun with him today. I really thought that maybe we'd get out of him. I really thought this would kind of end today. I really did. I gave this guy the benefit of the doubt, and I was completely 100% wrong. I should have listened to Don. When I first answered him after Don, I didn't I was looking at the other, because two lines were ringing. And I saw one that said private name, private number, so I knew it was him. I meant to hit the other one. I don't know what I definitely hit him by mistake. I didn't want to take his call. And then I took that last one because I thought, since we're about to go off the air, I thought maybe he'd maybe he would finally end it. He is calling again right now, I am not taking this call. I am not taking the call, you asshole. He actually, did you guys hear it? He actually said, my retarded daughter. Wait till you see how you. I'm curious to see how you handle seeing me face to face, Charlie. See how you handle it, tough guy. You're the real tough guy behind a telephone, right? Don't have the balls to give us your name or where we can find you. And you think we won't come out there? Yeah. So you heard his name. Yeah. Let's have some fun. Yeah, road trip is right. That would be awesome, John. Oh, if John, paid for the trip. You should ask him what a dial tone sounds like, then hang up. That would be extremely funny. Thank you, Greg. Says, nice job. Thank you, Greg. Tony just slayed the wiener. It isn't entertaining. That's right. Mickey says he's sorry. Thank you, Mickey. That guy has major issues. Yes, he does, Greg. I'm messaging him on Facebook, says Andy. Yeah, I did that already. It doesn't show that he read it. Hey, Charlie, see you soon. Sorry for that, Tony. He says, John murdered Terry. Sorry, murder mystery in Cleveland. Yeah, maybe we will. It is tempting to answer it. I will admit that. Because I would love to just yell at him some more. But I'm not going to stoop to his level. We've gone way over. I have to get ready because we record Treading Water at 1, so we can show it to you guys at 4:30. Steve Squared at 4:30. Excuse me. Treading Water at 4:30. Steve Squared at 6:30. A bonus episode of Donversations tonight at 7. Emily Santos is Don's guest. It's going to be a great one. If you guys know Emily... the timing is perfect to talk to her today. So, so watch that. And then tomorrow, Coffee with the Dog at 9. And then we're back here at 11. Tomorrow, me and Diane, of course, Tuesday Trivia. Frank will be here too. And an author by the name of Dan Kopkow will be here tomorrow. He actually went to high school with Frank. He's a Hicksville guy. But he's a published author. He's had several best-selling books, and he's making an appearance, I think, here on Long Island to do a book signing. I think it's next week sometime. But he'll be here with us tomorrow as well to promote his latest book. It's called Madcap Rendezvous. I believe that. I hope I got that right. So he'll be here with us tomorrow. Hershey and the Keegs is on tomorrow night. Mike Keegan will not be here, but Hirschman is still doing the show. And speaking of Hirschman, don't forget this Thursday. Where is it? This Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Mark David Hirschman, Stand Up for Epilepsy. Eric Haft is going to be in that show. Chris Monty is going to be in that show. And I'm going to be in that show, where I will be making people laugh, believe it or not. And speaking of Hershey and the Keegs, Saturday, August 17th, Mike Keegan and friends with our own Hugh Murray and a bunch of other great comedians. Don't forget Knockem Dead Comedy. We got some great shows coming your way. Murder mysteries, game shows, all sorts of great stuff. Gov's Comedy Club podcast. We got some shows coming your way. The Down and Outs on October 5th. November 2nd, Mike Pachetti and friends. Johnny McDonald, great critic host. Karen Crench will not be here. We're going to change that poster. Courtney Otera, a new comedian making his comic debut, Andrew Farella, will be hitting the stage that night, and Sean Kearns will be joining us as well. So lots of great stuff going on. Go to govs.com, make your reservation of some great comedy shows, and knockemdeadcomedy.com. See what we got cooking. All right, everybody enjoy the rest of your Monday.